A long time ago, someone wrote a letter with your name on it. It wasn't just a note. It wasn't written carelessly. It came from someone whose hands were shaking when they wrote it. Someone whose heart was full of love and emotion they couldn't say out loud. This person was your soulmate. And they meant every single word. But they never sent it. They were afraid. Unsure. So they folded it up, sealed it, and tucked it away somewhere hidden. They thought the moment had passed. But it didn't. Because heaven saw it. And heaven never forgets what is real. God saw that letter. And now He's making sure that it reaches you. He's bringing it back to life. Very soon, it will be in your hands. Archangel Michael steps forward quietly, his voice gentle but strong, and says, "This letter isn't just paper. It's sacred. It carries something holy. Something deep. It carries a love that time could never erase." This letter came to life during a moment that was full of truth and emotion. For just 1 second, love became louder than fear. But that second passed, and the letter was sealed. It was hidden away. But heaven took note of it. And even though the ink faded over time, the love never did. Your name was written with care, and your spirit was all over that page. That letter holds the words that were too hard to say. Words that could be changed everything if they had reached you back then. But now, those words are coming. Slowly. Powerfully. The letter may be old, but its message is still alive. You'll feel it before you ever see it. Deep down, you'll know it was always meant for you. Lately, you've felt something strange. A stirring in your soul. A pull that you couldn't explain. That's the letter reaching for you. That's its energy calling to your spirit. You felt your soulmate, 𝚹𝚘𝚒𝚗𝚗 in your dreams. In sudden moments of silence. In a song that plays over and over and makes your chest ache. They weren't afraid of loving you. They were afraid of losing you. That's why they stayed quiet. That's why they didn't send it. They poured their heart onto paper, because they didn't know how to speak it out loud. That paper caught their tears. That envelope holds both heartbreak and hope. It's never been opened by you, but heaven has kept it safe all this time. Because when something is created from love, it doesn't disappear, it gets protected. Now the time has come. The letter is moving. It carries secrets, truths, promises. And it's making its way into your life. Like a whisper traveling through time, it's coming. They tried to move on. Maybe they even told themselves they had. But part of their heart stayed frozen with that letter. Years have gone by, but real love never dies. That letter stayed in a drawer, inside a box, buried beneath time, but it never lost its power. Heaven has been stirring their heart lately. Angels have been whispering to them. They're starting to feel it again. Your name is rising inside them like a forgotten melody. They're about to find that letter again. And when they touch it, it'll feel like being struck by lightning. Because they'll know, deep down it still matters. You're not making it up. You're not imagining the signs, the songs, the names, the feelings. They're real. These are echoes of what's returning. The universe is getting ready to reconnect something sacred. You'll see their handwriting. You'll touch the paper. And suddenly, something inside you will light up. Your mind might be unsure, but your heart will remember. You'll recognize the feeling before you even read a word. That letter was always meant for you. Every sentence will feel like a missing puzzle piece falling into place. That's how you'll know it's true. That's how you'll know it's yours. God has planned this return. Maybe you forgot about the letter. Maybe they forgot where they hid it. But heaven didn't forget. Destiny didn't forget. This moment was written long ago. And now it's finally arriving. They're dreaming of you again. They're hearing your name in quiet places. They're feeling your presence, even when you're not around. That's the letter waking them up. That's love refusing to stay buried. Maybe they were young when they wrote it. Maybe they were scared. But their heart knew what was true. Even if they couldn't say it back then, they believed it. Somewhere inside them, they always knew they'd see you again. That life would bend around this moment. The ink may have dried, but the message is still breathing. The love never left. Someone will say your name soon. A friend. A stranger. A voice in a song. Something will unlock a memory. And when it does, their whole world will pause. Their heartbeat will rise. Because you were never forgotten. You were never just a memory. You were the ending they never got to finish. That letter proves it. You'll hold it in your hand soon. You'll feel its weight. You'll press it to your chest, and time will stop. Maybe you'll cry. That's okay. Every word will feel brand new. Every line will hit something deep. They'll speak to you through that paper, not as they were back then, but as they always wanted to be. And when you reach the end, something inside you will shift. Suddenly, everything will make sense. Why other people couldn't stay. Why nothing ever quite felt whole. Why you always carried a question you couldn't name. This letter, it doesn't just bring closure. It brings awakening. It may close one chapter, but it also opens something new. Something honest. Something brave. A love that doesn't hide. They never wanted to leave things unsaid. They just didn't know how to say it back then. But the letter did it for them. And now, after all this time, you'll hear the words your soul was waiting for. This isn't just a letter, it's a mirror. A reminder of how deeply you were loved, even in silence. Even in the absence. It will feel like you're coming back home. To yourself. To a part of you that forgot how deeply you mattered. But not anymore. They didn't stop loving you. They just didn't know how to come back. But God is handling that now. The delay wasn't because you weren't good enough. It wasn't rejection. It was divine protection. The timing had to be right. And now, it is. They wrote about your smile. the way it stayed in their mind, the way your voice calmed them when nothing else could. They wanted to give you everything but they couldn't. And yet, they loved you. Even in the middle of their failures, there was love. They didn't email the letter, but heaven kept it. And now, God is placing it in your hands. Archangel Michael says, this letter changes everything. When you read it, something very deep inside will rise. A light will come back to your chest. And you'll stop asking what if. Because now you'll know. You'll feel them inside the letter. Inside every word. You'll know they never let go. Even though time passed, real love didn't expire. It waited. It watched. And now it's coming back. Whether they reach out to you, or you find them, the connection is waking up again. This is not an accident. It's divine timing. Silence is ending. A new beginning is unfolding. The pages may be old, but the love is still young. They didn't disappear to forget you. They disappeared because they didn't know how to stay. But your name, it stayed with them. In every quiet hour. In every moment they felt lost. That letter carries the deepest part of them. The part no one else ever saw. And when you read it, your soul will say, I knew it. I always knew. The letter may come folded, worn, filled with emotion and pain and truth. But when you hold it, something inside the world will shift. This isn't just about the past. It's about resurrection. About love rising again from silence. They wrote that letter from a place of fear but also honesty. And you'll feel it in every word. When it ends, you'll be speechless. You may cry. But not out of sadness. You'll cry because you recognize the truth. Because after all these years, you'll finally see the heart that never stopped loving yours. They weren't trying to forget you. They were trying to forgive themselves. And now, they're ready to find you. And you're ready to be found. The waiting wasn't wasted. It made you strong enough to receive this love. Watch for the signs. You'll see numbers repeating. Hear songs that shake you. Feel chills with no reason. A single feather might show up out of nowhere. Don't ignore them. These are heaven's whispers. The letter is the beginning. They wrote about the future. The one they dreamed of with you. It didn't happen back then. But that dream didn't die. It's still possible. You're not just receiving a letter. You're receiving a second chance. A heart awakening. A return. And when it comes, your heart will open wide again. They imagined this moment. You, holding the letter. Feeling their words. And now that moment is almost here. You've waited for something you couldn't name. That ache you've carried is about to be filled. This message was strong enough to cross time. To reach your heart. To bring truth back to life. You'll cry for what was lost. But you'll smile for what's been found. This is healing. Not just remembering but restoring. Not just the past returning but the future awakening. The delay wasn't a punishment. It was God saying, not yet. But now it's time. The letter is coming. With it comes your truth, your healing, your love. It's been waiting. And now it's here.